So yeah, let's talk about Half-Life for a little bit. So you guys probably might have not known that I was a big Half-Life fan, and of course, hearing this news out of fucking nowhere just flew me off the bridge, basically. It was 1 o'clock last night. You know, getting ready to go to bed to go to work and all that shit, because I worked at like 11 or whatever. Then I see fucking a video from fucking Valve News Network, right? Half-Life 2 Episode 3 has been released by Mark Laidlaw, the story of it. For 10 fucking years, I've been waiting for this. 10 fucking years. Just to see how it was gonna progress, or how it was gonna fucking end. And honestly, I'm quite happy how the story is, you know? It first starts off when Alex, whatever her name is, I don't know, I'm just keep saying Alex, for example. Fuck it, I can't remember their names quite well. You know, Gordon Freeman and fucking Alex buried her dad, and then they went to the Borealis, and they seen that Combine was surrounding the Borealis, and of course they got captured, but kind of not captured, then found their way onto the Borealis, and then one of the, let's see, her father's co-worker or whatever was a spy, and then Alex shot her. So that's a thing, that happens. And then what they find on the Borealis is some kind of time-traveling device from Aperture Science, and then they saw that it wasn't tested, and then they used it to go back in time, or used it as a missile to kill like all the Combine and all that shit. But of course the G-Man comes in, not for Gordon Freeman, but for Alex, and then takes Alex, and of course before she leaves, G-Man looks at Gordon Freeman like a slide, like, you know, like fucking like this, you know. He does that fucking thing, and then they both leave, and he's on the Borealis alone, looking through time and space, because apparently that's the thing. He saw like all those other events happening and all that other crap, and then before he died, the aliens that saved Alex or whatever from dying, you know, that healed her, came in and saved Gordon Freeman and moved him to another place, but you know, he wasn't at his usual place because he couldn't find anyone that he realized, and everyone was new, so I don't know if he was in more of the future or in the past before it began, so it's fucking thrown out there. And then at the very end it said this is his final episode. This is my final episode. Half-Life was supposed to end on fucking Half-Life 2 Episode 3. So, Valve, what was all the fucking Half-Life 3 bullshit, Were you talking about Half-Life 3, Half-Life 2 Episode 3? Were you talking about that? No, I don't think you fucking were. You keep saying that there's Episode 4, and then there's Episode 5, and what the fuck? Although the series was supposed to end on fucking Episode 3, I'm guessing Valve threw a big giant fucking fit and didn't like how the story was going to end, so they're like, no, what, let's just cancel it, fuck it, I don't know. They're foul, fuck it, you know? They make a good story, and then they just piss on their fucking fans, or piss on that story, and just say, fuck it. 10 years of waiting. Well, not 10 years for me. I feel bad for the fucking actual fans waiting for 10 years just to hear this goddamn story. I've been waiting 3 years, actually, because whenever I got the Xbox 360, I seen that they're having a huge summer sale, and they had the orange box, and I saw they had Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Episode 2, I was like, you know, I never played, never heard of Half-Life, let's try it out. I tried it out, loved it, and then at the very fucking end of Episode 2, I hated it, because how it left with a cliffhanger, and I've seen why people were wanting more. But now actually hearing the fucking story and how it was supposed to end, I feel happy and I feel closure. I'm just pissed at fucking Valve because they just like, hey, fuck it, whatever. God damn it. It's so fucking annoying. You know, I really don't like Valve right now because they kept this hidden away, and then they're making a new game, but it's like a card game. Who gives a fuck about a card game? If I want to play a fucking card game, I'll play on my goddamn phone. You know, fucking shit. Who gives a shit about a fucking card game when you can just make a fucking new, like, Left 4 Dead game? I would love to play, or probably actually make, if I was in Valve, a fucking Left 4 Dead 3, or maybe Portal 3 with a new character, or something. Just don't call it Portal something, I don't know, something not like with 3 in it. I think Portal 2 ended pretty much fine. Or maybe you can add Portal 3, and with the same character walking out of the fields, and going like through buildings, and seeing how Earth died or something, I don't know, something cool like that. No, we got fucking nothing. Or maybe, oh, actually, Valve, here's a good idea. How about you start off Portal 3, like normal how Portal 2 ended, and then fucking, you know, you're exploring the whole city and everything, you've seen that a zombie apocalypse came, and then all of a sudden, oh, whoops, bam, it's a fucking Left 4 Dead game, and then you enter, I don't know, some kind of science thing that you could, like, ran across from Aperture Science, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're in fucking Half-Life. 3 games in one goddamn game. Fucking do it. Shit. What I'm trying to say, actually, it's not a bad story. I did really like it. I'm glad to see that Half-Life finally has an ending, or maybe somewhat of an ending. I'm saying somewhat of an ending because apparently people are saying that this might be getting close to maybe actually having a 3rd game. I would love to believe that, but honestly, I've seen a text from Mark, from himself, from Twitter or Facebook, whatever, you know, wherever I saw the picture from, on YouTube. It shows that, you know, he said that if Valve ain't gonna make a game about it, then I will tell the story of it. You know, fuck it. If Valve's not gonna do it, Valve is just gonna ignore it and be like, oh yeah, Half-Life 3 is coming out, how about Half-Life 4, huh? No, fuck it. Might as well just tell the story. You know, I'm pretty much happy. I can imagine in my brain, or wait for someone, like a hacker or modder, like always, mod the fucking game, and then just put all those Lego pieces together, and then build that mod into, like, the actual episode it was supposed to be. I've seen texts on videos saying that, oh yeah, I'm going to do this right now, and make a mod of it. Make a fucking mod right now. I would love to play, I would love to see it. And then laugh in Valve's face and say, this is what you couldn't do, you fat fuck, Gabe Ben, piece of shit. We're making a card game, everybody. Everyone loves card games. Yeah, everyone likes sucking dick. What, fucking Gabe? You don't shut the fuck up. Shit. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe. Always remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Thank you, Mark, for, you know, answering my fucking questions on how the story was going to continue. That's all I really, really cared about, was how the story was going to progress. I really don't care if the game gets made anymore. I'm just gonna say it, I don't really care. if episode 3 gets made or Half-Life 3 gets... It's canceled. Valve, just fuck you. You never answer to us fans. It's sad that one of the writers had to fucking put their story out to the world to show what was supposed to happen. While you just sit there knowing that you probably knew the fucking story the whole time, you just wanted to troll us. That's some fucking low bullshit, and I'm sick of Valve about now. Thank you, Mark, and fuck you, Valve, you pieces of fucking garbage. God damn it.